Hello and thank you for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to be answering the most asked questions that I get as a makeup artist. If you've not watched any of my videos before, if you're new to my channel, then you probably won't know, but I've been a freelance makeup artist for 4 years now. So with that experience, I have made mistakes, I have done things right, I have things that I wish I'd have done differently, I have things that I still want to do, and I just thought I would answer some of the most asked questions. I get questions through Instagram or on my YouTube videos. I do have other videos that are aimed at people who want to become a makeup artist. Got one about affordable items and equipment for your kit when you're starting out, and just some general advice in another video, so I'll link those down below. I just thought I would put into one video everything that you guys want to know, so let's get into it. Okay, so the number one question that I get asked is, can I be a makeup artist without going to school or on a course? And the answer is yes. I personally am a self-taught makeup artist. Now everybody's journey is different, so some people really want to go to a school or a course to get training because they feel like they lack confidence in certain areas, or they basically just want to start from the very beginning all the way from the basics upwards. For me personally at the time, the reason why I didn't go on a course or get a specific qualification was a lot of the time was really because of cost. I didn't have the money to be spending what was literally like 3-4 grand sometimes on makeup courses. Now I'd been a fan of makeup for years and years. I'd wanted to become a makeup artist for years and years, and I had developed a lot of my makeup skills over the years doing my own makeup and doing friends and family. So I felt like for me, as long as I did my research in the areas that really mattered, which were things like hygiene and skin colour and products and stuff like that, then I would be okay and I would kind of learn on the job. Now the most important thing to know is that before I actually started taking on paying clients, I did friends and family makeup, and then after that I started charging people literally £10, and I obviously would have the cost of the lashes out of that, but I was really adamant that I wanted to start off charging a really low price so that I could get the experience. I didn't feel like I should do it for free, because a lot of the time if you're offering something for free, especially makeup services, people are going to presume that basically no good, that's why you're not charging, when in actual fact you could be great at makeup, it's just that you've not got that much experience. Basically, plain and simple, the answer is no. However, I do kind of wish that I would have done a course in the beginning, not one of the full length like start to finish ones, but maybe in some different areas to do with things like skin tones and eye shapes and colours and just a few other little bits that I feel like probably gave me a bit of a disadvantage by not going on a course. So I would say if there is something that you feel like you want to build on, then definitely have a look at those. There are a lot of makeup academies that do really specific courses. There is one in Manchester called KLMA Makeup Academy. I've spoken about them before because they do some online resources that you can do, but they also do courses in-house, and some of them are short ones where you do it in a day, 2 days, all the way up to really long 12-week courses, and even longer I think some of them. I would definitely recommend, if you've got the money to do it and it's something you want to do, then go ahead. I'm not saying do not do a course, that's the last thing that I'm saying. So yeah, that answers that one. Another question that I've had a couple of times is, how do clients pay you? So the majority of the time people pay cash. People prefer to just sort of hand the money over for the service at the end once you've finished. Now my top tip, please take deposits. The amount of appointments that I have had cancelled over the years, I literally have a cancellation sheet and it has got hundreds of pounds on that I've lost because of people cancelling last minute or the day before, and I've not had time to fill that appointment. It's so frustrating, especially if you're doing freelance in your own spare time. So you might have a job during the week like I did, and then at the weekend you'll be doing makeup and you've not made plans with friends and family to go and do this person's makeup and they just cancel last minute. Don't get me wrong, there are some genuine reasons for cancelling makeup appointments, but the majority of the time it's just very frustrating. So definitely take a deposit. For me personally, I usually take about 50%. You can take less. It's just sort of a little bit of a guarantee that even if that person does cancel last minute, you still get a little bit of money to sort of keep. Now, the one thing that I would really recommend is the way that you word asking for deposits. So I actually saw a makeup artist, I think it was last year, and she was putting on Instagram that she was having some problems with one of her clients. Basically, a client wanted to cancel a very large booking. So she had paid a deposit, and that deposit really, in terms of a makeup artist, should be kept if they're cancelling. Now, it is at your discretion, but I think personally, if you've sort of allocated a full day for a big group of people and they paid a deposit and they cancel and they don't want to rearrange, then you have a right to keep that. However, I know that this makeup artist came into a little bit of problems in terms of like a legal aspect, where because she'd worded it as a deposit and hadn't put it in another way, which I'll tell you about, she basically had to give the money back. Because I'm not going to try and pretend that I know the law or the very specifics of it. It's probably something you need to research yourself. But basically, if she would have worded it and said, you need to pay, for example, a £50 deposit. If you do need to cancel the booking, there'll be a £50 cancellation fee. So you have to basically label that deposit and the cancellation fee as the same amount, which gives you the right to be able to keep it. Some people might say, why would you keep it if you cancelled? Then you've not done anything. But again, like I've said, you could have missed out on other bookings. It's loss of income. It's time that you've slotted out for other people. And I personally believe that if someone's going to cancel something without good reason. Now, I've had people cancel on me before for very good reasons, and I've returned the money to them because I personally feel like that was okay. And I've had people where I've not, because I don't feel like their reasons were valid enough for me to want to return that amount. So just be very careful when it comes to stuff like that. But I would say, so my top thing is always take a deposit. I've done it before where I've not, and I've ended up literally being on the way to drive to do someone's makeup and then they cancel, and it's very frustrating. So clients usually pay by cash, some pay by bank transfer. Now, it's completely up to you. You can say cash only or you could say transfer only, especially at the minute. Obviously, I'm not working at the minute, but when it comes to going back, handling cash, obviously, people are a bit funny about it now. Some shops don't even accept cash, like Starbucks, for example, are only doing contactless payments. You are able to buy the little card payment reader things that put it into your bank, but there is a small cost with that. So it just depends how much you really want to dedicate with that. But I'd always let the client know how you want them to pay, basically. If you are taking bank transfer, don't leave until it's paid. That sounds really bad, but I mean, make sure they pay it before you leave, because there are a lot of people out there who will say, I'll transfer it to you, then you leave and you've got no leverage because you've done it, they've had the makeup and they're not paying. So yeah, that's how people pay. So the next one, I get this question a lot, and this is about tax, so like income tax. Now, I am definitely not going to sit here and start recommending and quoting numbers or amounts and processes to do with tax, because I'm qualified in accounts, but I am not going to start recommending that stuff, because I definitely do not feel qualified enough to be recommending tax to someone. So my main thing with that would be to do your research, because there is a lot of information on the HMRC website and the Gov website, and it will tell you everything that you need to know. Obviously, in this country, if we're talking just strictly about the UK, you do have to pay income tax on money that you earn. Now, there is a little bit of a tax-free allowance when it comes to extra income over and above what your sort of full-time job is. So what I'll do is I'll try and leave a link down below where you can find that information, and then also about becoming registered as self-employed, which the majority of makeup artists will do. They're not technically a company, it's more of you're working for yourself, and even though it's a business as such, you wouldn't usually set it up as that, but everybody's different. So again, I don't feel qualified enough to be recommending specific things like that, and I'm not going to try to, so I'll leave a link down below. Okay, another really popular question is, how do you get clients, or how do you get more clients? Now, I used to beat myself up in the beginning, because I used to think, oh, I've had one client in a month, or one this week, or not two or three, or I've had a few weeks where I've not had any clients. And there's a wide range of reasons why you might not be getting clients, or you might be getting more clients one week than the next. A lot of those things include things like demand, busier times are Christmas and around summer because of weddings. So Christmas, December is always super busy. There's always something going on, Christmas parties, Christmas celebrations, people going on nights out. January, dead. Pretty much dead. Unless someone's got a special occasion like a birthday, then you are probably going to have a quiet month in January. So demand is the first thing, but the second thing is social media. Most of my clients came from social media, people finding my work online and searching. You need to make sure on your social media that you're making yourself extremely searchable. For example, on my makeup page, my freelance makeup page, I have Manchester MUA and Sheffield MUA in my actual name on there, because when people search and they're like, I need a makeup artist in Manchester MUA, I come up. And the same for Sheffield. I cover 2 areas. I cover Manchester and Sheffield because my boyfriend lives in Sheffield. So I get the best of both worlds. A lot of the time I'm splitting my weekends between Manchester and Sheffield anyway, so for me it works out really good because I can cover 2 areas. Generally speaking, you probably only do it in your city and you might travel for weddings, but generally speaking for weekend appointments, occasion, makeup, then you're going to be in one area. So just make sure that you are searchable on social media. And the third one is word of mouth. So I've had a lot of recommendations over the years of people saying, I saw this person and they said that you did their makeup, or this person recommended you. There's a few different ways that you will get recommended. The main thing to remember, especially when you're starting out, is that you are not just going to go, I'm a makeup artist, and have full books every weekend or every week. It doesn't work like that. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes experience, and just making sure that in your downtime when you don't have clients, you're either working on your skills or your social media, or just actually networking with your clients. I used to send little offers out to people, so I would be like, you can get 10% off your next appointment with this. I also got loyalty cards made where you would get every 5th makeup appointment for free. Now, some people said that I should have done more than that, say like the 10th makeup, but I really wanted to give back to my clients and thank them for their loyalty as well, not just to make them book back in, but actually genuinely a way of rewarding them for choosing me time and time again. So they're the main sort of things. When you're getting started, again, it's that social media presence. It's asking friends and family to recommend you, or just having your friends let you practice on them so you can post pictures. The more pictures you post, the more work and the bigger your portfolio is going to be. So social media is a massive way to be able to build that presence as a makeup artist. Okay, a question that I've got is, do you have to have a consultation form? For beauticians such as people who do lashes and nails, then they generally speaking do consultation forms. For me with makeup, I feel like I am better doing a verbal consultation. So if I've never done someone's makeup before, a couple of things that I might ask when I arrive is obviously talking about their skin. So what kind of skin type do you have? Do you have dry skin, oily skin, combination skin? This is just going to help you choose products that are a little bit more tailored to their skin. Generally speaking, you can tell when you look at them that they've got oily skin or dry skin, but sometimes people might have moisturised before you got there, so it's hard to know that they do actually have dry skin and you can't tailor their makeup products for them. The second thing is, have you got any allergies that I should know about? And generally speaking, the answer will always be no. I don't think I've ever had anyone that's actually said yes, I have. And then the third one is obviously on to the type of makeup, what they want. Have they got any inspiration pictures? Have they got any specific colours that they would like? Have they got any requests? So that's a general consultation really that I do in the beginning. This just helps me get to know the client a little bit better and what they're looking for. And also, again, the major thing is probably if they've got any allergies. You wouldn't want to be putting anything on the skin and having them have a reaction or anything. Now, bulk lashes. People always ask about bulk lashes because, let's be real, you cannot be paying £7 for a pair of lashes when you're first starting out. If I was paying that much when I first started out and charging £10, I would be making £3 profit, but it wouldn't be profit because that would still have to cover the makeup products that you use, so foundation, blusher, concealer, blah blah blah, and also travel, because I used to travel to people because I'm freelance. So you can't be doing that. You need lashes that are affordable but good quality. Now, my number one recommendations, the lashes that I always started out with of using and still use now are the Peaches makeup lashes. So you can get 10 pairs of these for £20. Then it's about £4 delivery, so £24. It works out £2.40 a lash, and their lashes are brilliant quality, lovely styles. I would say that they're more on the sort of natural to medium sort of length and style. If you are wanting some more dramatic ones, I probably wouldn't recommend those ones too much. For bridal, I always buy the Ardell Demi Wispies, which you can actually get in a multi-pack. These are the most stunning bridal lashes that I have ever come across, and you can get them in a multi-pack for, I think it's about £12–13 for 4 or 5 pairs, which obviously again works out really good value for money. I wanted some more dramatic ones, then you can get some lashes from places like Prima Lashes or Doll Beauty or Tatti Lashes. They do 60% makeup artist discount on those 3 companies, I believe. You do have to purchase a certain amount of pairs. So I'd say if you've got a little bit of money to start off with and you actually have that money to spend, then great, go ahead and do it. But you're looking like you're going to have to spend at least £60 on lashes to actually get that discount, because you have to add something like 20 pairs to your basket to receive the discount. So it's a big initial cost, which I didn't have the money to do at the beginning. I was so busy buying foundations and concealers, I didn't have that amount of money to spend on lashes. Now, I had a message off someone once that said, I have so many brushes, but I hardly use any of them. Is this normal? And the answer is yes. When it comes to makeup brushes, you will know naturally from doing your own makeup that you tend to kind of lean towards a few specific brushes. I have like 2 or 3 eye brushes that I always use. They're like my favorites. They're what I reach for. Every time I want to blend, I'm like this one. Every time I want to do a crease, I'm like this one. Every time I want to do my under eye, I know which one I'm going to go for. I have other options, but I very rarely stray away from the brushes that I really enjoy using. So don't think that you need to go out and buy 50 makeup brushes, because you seriously do not. And then the last one is, what are your godsend products? So it's so hard to answer this one because I have so many favourite products that I love, but I've got a few here that I wanted to share with you and just show you them and tell you why I love them so much. So this is a MAC Dark Deep Mineralised Skin Finish, and I am obsessed with this. I mean, as you can see, I've hit pan on this one. I love this bronzer so much. I feel like it's buildable. I feel like it's very universal. Sometimes pale people, when I'm doing the makeup, will see me get that out and I can see them like, she's not going to make me orange. But no, this is so buildable. Start off with a light hand, you can build it up. I've got it on today, but I just love it so much. I just feel like it's that really perfect warm bronzy colour. Next up is probably the most affordable thing that I buy for my kit, and that is the Nivea Soft Moisturiser. This is so universal, suits all skin types, and is so hydrating. Skin prep is so important when you are doing makeup on clients. It makes such a difference to the way that the final look looks. This is literally a pound a tube, like you cannot complain. Next up is a sanitizing product. So this is the ISO Clean Makeup Brush Cleaner. So this is a little pot. I do have a big one, a spray one, but when I am going to do clients, I don't like taking the big one, so I just transport it into this little one that I got off the site. Again, they do makeup artist discount. All you have to do is submit your Instagram handle and a few other bits, and then they'll approve you and you will get discount. So make sure you check that out. I'll pop a link to that down in the description box. And then on to the last two now. So this one is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. Usually in the UK, I'm pretty sure it comes in a squirty tube, but I got this one from America, so this one is in a glass one. But this foundation is incredible. Now, it's matte and poreless, but it's definitely not drying. It is an amazing consistency, a medium to full coverage. I just love this so much, and the colour selection is incredible, so I love this one. And then last but not least is a little bit of a pricey product, but I do really recommend it. That is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Powder, and this is in shade Fair. As you can see, I've hit pan on this one as well, and I'm obsessed with this powder. I love it so much, and I just feel like it is incredible. Like, it just literally does airbrush the skin. So that is the last of my products and the last of my questions that I'm going to answer today. I feel like this video is long enough, but if you do have any more questions, please don't hesitate to comment them down below or send me a message on Instagram. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and then check out my other videos for aspiring makeup artists that I put in the description box below. Thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you here again soon. Bye! Let me feel your love again, 'cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name.